started Pathshala in 2013 from a construction site in Baroda. In 2014, we started teaching children of footpath, one of the major areas of Baroda. And in 2015, we went to Assam area and another footpath of Baroda. And there were 3 branches which were going on simultaneously. But what we realized that if we don't give them proper accommodation and proper guidance and proper food, which is very important, it is very difficult for them to come out of their own problems and to do something in life.
खोलो खोलो दरवाजे पर्दे करो किनारे खूटे से बंदी है हवा मिल के छुड़ाओ
पाठशाला हॉस्टल।
आ जाओ पतंग लेके अपने ही रंग लेके आसमां का शामियाना आज हमें है सजाना। क्यों इस कदर हैरान तू मौसम का है मेहमान तू।
So the background of the children are like they have come from the footpath, they are from the slum area, and they are children of construction laborers.
Vishwa, it's an online platform for social champions, for change makers, everyday change makers that we see around us, who have put decades of work, of their lifetime, their earnings, into making a difference, to serve others, and to make our world into a better place.
Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Vishwa Talks. My name is Trishan. Thank you all for attending today's event. For those of you who have attended a Vishwa Talk before, a warm welcome back. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, here's a little bit about us. Vishwa Talks is a space to expand the horizons of your mind. Each webinar, we call experts from different domains to discuss and examine opinions, issues, problems, and perspectives. Each webinar is an interactive session where we walk away with more respect for each other and a deeper understanding of the topic at hand. If you miss a session, please visit our website or YouTube channel for a full library of past Vishwa Talks videos. Today on Vishwa Talks, we will be discussing a very inspiring journey. Pathshala, journey of educating underprivileged kids. Our speaker for today's Vishwa Talk, Dr. Juin Dutta, will lead us through the session in just a few moments. She's an experienced educator with an itch to do something for the society from the very beginning. Her many years of experience as a coordinator in the top schools of Vadodara has given her hands-on experience in setting a vision, managing a workforce, and implementing initiatives to accomplish the goals at scale. Equipped with all her skills and experience in 2013, she decided to leave the commercial workforce and follow her dreams. Due to her background in education, she quickly became aware that the children of the construction laborers she was working with would never succeed in government schools if she got them enrolled direct. That began the journey to bridge the gap between the street and the formal education system for the children that are less privileged. Before we get started, I would like to inform our audience that our speaker will be taking questions from you after our main talk. So please leave your questions in the chat or raise a hand and we will allow you to ask your questions in person. I request everyone to turn on your webcam for interactive activities. Now, without further ado, I invite our speaker to begin today's Vishwa Talk. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Trishant. Happy to see you after so many long years. Yes. Yes.
Tell us about your journey with Srotoshwini, with Pathshala.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to I would like to sing our jingle. We have a jingle. We have created a jingle for Pathshala which says, "Chule akash, chule badal, muthi mein ख्वाब लिए, मुट्ठी में सपना, पलकों पे अरमा, प्यार से जलते दिए, पाठशाला ख्वाब ऐसा जो सोने ना दे." It's literally true. Pathshala is a dream which doesn't let us sleep, and literally it is true. Anyway, so can we start with the presentation or should we go? What do you say, Trishan? What do you suggest?
Sure, we'll start the presentation.
Yes. So please start it and then accordingly I will say. Because if presentation is not there in front of me, it will be like a Mahabharata. So it will never end. So yes, please. And I thank you all for joining. Hi, I can see Archana ma'am, Ishita, Eileen, Shivani, Mohima, Anindita, whom I know. Some people I do not know. I was thinking to have this session outdoor, but in the morning it started raining. So again, came back inside the office.
Just a second. Yeah, here you go.
Okay. As I already told you, Pathshala, which is the dream for all of us, which doesn't let us sleep. Next, please. I will show you the photographs of the teams. Next, please. Next slide. This is a hostel mothers. We call ourselves hostel mothers. I too stay here along with other 6 teachers. Next, please.
Is it? This is the entire family with teachers, hostel mothers, and all our children. Next. These are our trustees. You can see all women. Rajeshwari Trivedi ma'am, Reena, Dr. Uma Kapadia, Moshumi, then Dipali and Dipali and Padmaja. So all of us, the founder members are Dipali Di, Moshumi, Reena, and me. And others have joined later on. So next, please. All women team. So now I will start how we started our journey. I will talk about that. So in 2000, I think there is one more slide which I think it is missed. Just go to previous slide, please. Yeah. So this is the day, first day, 9th May 2013. So you can see the children studying. So it is a construction site, which was a sports complex in Baroda. So we started with this on 9th May. 9th May is very important day for all the Bengalis because 9th May is Tego's birthday. So we chose that day to start our journey. So these are all children of construction laborers. From the entire group, you can see there are 3 children, they are still with us. Ajay, Dinesh and Manisha. Next, please. In 2014, what happened? The construction people, the builders, they told us that now we will have to go, we'll have to hand over this construction, the building to the people, to the owner. And then we came out and some of the parents came to us asking that our children have studied so well for a year. So why don't you keep our children with you so that they continue their studies? So then we took it very seriously. Then we started thinking about a hostel initially for a few children. Then we bought 2 one-bedroom houses and we converted into a hostel in 2014. June, 5th June, we moved to a hostel where only 9 children are there. You can see the photo. Initially, only 9 children are there. Next, please. Eventually, we started another branch of Pathshala at Footpath in 2014, which is Fatehganj, those who are aware of Baroda areas. It is a very busy area, busy road. So there used to be many children, though they stayed there on the footpath. So we started our Pathshala there. Next, please. Again in Parashuram Bhatta, so that's a slum area, and Sardar Estate, again a footpath. So these 3 branches of Pathshala were going on simultaneously. Along with that, the hostel was also going on. Hostel where only 9 children were there. Then after the next, please. Then what we realized, and all these children were enrolled in one of the schools, one of the prominent schools, Navprerna, which is for the underprivileged children, which was started by Mrs. Teja Lamin from Navrachana Education Society. She's the chairperson of Navrachana Education Society. So they started going to Navprerna from 2014. Next, please. Now, after some time, after a few years, after 2 or 3 years, what we saw, the progress of these children, those who were staying in the hostel, it is definitely much more than the children, those were day scholars. Then we started thinking about a bigger hostel where we can accommodate 100 children. Now, we didn't have money, we didn't have anything. So one philanthropist came to rescue us. He said that, okay, I will donate for the land, but you will have to get money for the building. So we said, okay, we didn't have anything. Please, believe me, we had, I think, 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. And the project was at that time, almost 1 crore. So anyway, but the construction, the builder, what we chose, he said that, ma'am, whenever you have money, you pay it to us. No need to pay just now. So it was kind of, though I don't believe in God, but God sent man anyway. So we got the land and then started construction. So we constructed the hostel and we came to this new hostel on 29 September 2019. So this is the first day, 29 September. Next, please. Yes. So the children, background of the children, as I already told you, they are from footpath, station area, slum area, and construction sites. Next, please. So now, during pandemic, what we realized, during pandemic, all of us were here inside the hostel and others were not allowed to come in. and we were also not allowed to go out. So we were here for 1.5 years almost. And then what we realized that we should have something of our own, I mean, the school. Earlier, they used to go to Prerna from here. It is a little far away from the hostel. It is almost 22, 23 kilometers. Now, one of our friends, I think she's already there here today, Anindita suggested that why can't we have our school? Then we said, okay, let us see, because fund is always a problem. We can work hard, but fund is always a problem. And then we asked again, all philanthropists, you can see the names. So then they said, okay, we'll donate for this. So they donated, and we built a school in 2022 May last year. So we started school as well inside the campus, hostel campus. Yes, next please. It's an informal school. Why informal school? Because we don't follow any board. We are not affiliated with any board, any CBSE or any state board. Why? Because it's a simple reason, because most of the children started their academic career from Pathshala. So there may be the age of those children might be 10, might be 12, at times it is 13 or 14. So if we send them to any government school or any other school, so they will be put up in the classes according to their age. So obviously they won't be able to cope up. So we started schooling, and it is kind of absolutely informal. And informal means we have them level wise. Level wise means a child who is very good in Gujarati, suppose it is a Gujarati medium school. So Gujarati, so he will be there in level 5 Gujarati. If he is not good in maths, so he will be in level 1 or level 2 maths. So accordingly, it doesn't depend on the age. So that is why it is informal. But from 8 onwards, because finally they will have to come to mainstream. So from 8 onwards, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we follow open school syllabus. So it is going on well. Let us see. And along with that, we do our, I will come to that later on. We'll just to mention this, we do our project-based learning as well. So if you, this is our Pathshala hostel daily schedule. You can see 6 a.m. they wake up, might be winter, summer, anytime. I mean, 6 a.m. is the wake up time. We are all of us. It is for all of us. 6:30 milk, and then daily chores. They do everything on their own, and they wash their clothes. They clean their dormitories, everything on their own. And yes, next please. Prayer and meditation is very important for us. It is absolutely, I don't know whether I should say it's secular, but we do our prayer with motivational songs. And we discuss about different issues, about hostel issues, about other issues, about values. Values are very important for all of us. Yeah. Next, please. Though I write 11 p.m. is sleep time, but most of the time, senior children don't go for sleep at 11 a.m. They 11 p.m. They 11:30, 12 o'clock. So after when we scold them, then they go for sleep anyway. So there is Dr. Uma Kapadia. She is one of our trustees and treasurer. So as she is there, so we don't have to think about our children's health. So we did just a few days back, we did our vaccination drive, because most of the children did not have any vaccination from their birth. So we did that. Next, please. Next. Yes. So you can see so many doctors are just a phone call away. Sometimes we also go to Baroda and we meet them. They also come to Pathshala. Next, please. Yeah. So areas of teaching learning, we are very much into the values. We, apart from academics, I would say values come at the first. I mean, is the most important for us. Sensitivity, responsibility, honesty, these are very, very important for us. The children might be not very good for as far as their academics are concerned, but we always tell them that you should inculcate all these values. And we believe in hands-on training. We believe in experiential learning. We encourage them for entrepreneurship. Art and culture is very important for us. Sports, we have many areas where the children go for sports, and computer skill as well. Next, please. Yeah. So there are some stories. I will say just two lines about this. The first picture shows that some of the children are hugging the tree. It happened like, one day it was raining too much. It was thunderstorm, and most of the senior children were out, and it was raining too much. I just came out from my office, and then I was about to scold them that why they are not. It is already dinner time. Why they are out? Then I saw, after coming out, then I saw all of them were hugging the trees because they tried to save the trees, and all the trees were saved after that. So not a single one fell down. So that's a very emotional story for all of us. And you can see one child helping. There is a lady behind, so they help it. They do it on their own. I mean, we never tell them to do it. They do it. So we appreciate all these things. And then the third picture showing that this old man did not have his chapel, and then these girls, they went out just for a walk, and they helped him getting the chapel. They donated, not donated, I won't say donated, they gave their chapel to this person. Yes, next please. So we appreciate all these things. Again, teamwork, we believe in teamwork. So there was a water body when we went for a walk. This is a village, so we went for a walk. Then we saw this water body, and I was telling them there are many small children, so they cannot go. So the other children said, no, ma'am, we'll manage. So let us go. So we did that, and we went there. So it is like that. Entrepreneurship, we have a very interesting thing. Every Sunday we have a tea stall which is managed by the children. They keep, you can see they keep their accounts. They prepare bhajias and tea, and we also, even the hostel mothers, we also buy it, but the money we keep with us definitely, and we roll that money. So it's a very interesting thing, and I will request all the Baroda people to come once on every Sunday. And the other one is mock shop. We just had a kind of to make them understand the profit and loss. So it was just a kind of mock shop. So they were doing that. Next, please. Yeah. So once we wanted to have a kind of lotus pond. So I asked the contractor, he said it will cost 70,000. Then I asked the children, they're asking for this. Then they said, oh, no problem, ma'am, we'll build it. So finally they built this water pond, and lily pond rather. And this other picture is of our pottery section. So that also is built by them, designed and built by them. So we regularly use that. Next, please. Yeah, we have skill-based education. There is one volunteer. He comes and teaches them. Washing powder we don't buy. The simple reason is we have to buy so many plastic packets. So that is why we thought of making it, and children make it. We buy ingredients and children make washing powder. And you can see the children are working in the skill development center. Art and culture, as I told you, is very important for us. These are some of the programs they had. Teachers' Day, as usual, children organized. We do not know anything. They hide everything from us. Only the finance part we handle. Other things they do. And the other one is our Foundation Day, 29th September. Next, please. And they have become very good on stage. We have our annual festival every year. Last year it was, and we call it Udham. We have named it Udham. And Udham is, fun. So last year the topic was Fasal, harvest. And these are some of the pictures of that. We do it inside our hostel campus. Next, please. Our art team is very strong. So once one cafe invited us to do their wall painting. So they went and they did that. Next, please. Next. Yeah. So as I already mentioned, experiential learning. So we do project-based learning. So these are some of the pictures of project Fasal, harvest. So right from the 0 level to class 8, all of them do the project. So every time we take one topic. This time it was Fasal. Now they are doing it on tree. So the previous topic was on animals. So what they did, they do it in 3 phases. And it is almost children driven. So whatever they want to learn, so they do their in-depth study on that particular topic. So, and they're learning a lot. What we observe, they're learning a lot. because it is, I mean, they're learning with freedom, and that is why I think that is why they're learning better. Next, please. You can see there was a project on rivers. So our tiny tots are making river inside the campus. You can see they're making bridges as well. And there is model, and we after every project we do the culmination and exhibition as well. And we call our well-wishers, they come and they see. And yes, so it is a very important day for us, very important event for us. So as I already mentioned, we have level-wise learning. So this is kind of their learning tables with spoons, and even for books as well. Next, please. Yeah. So classrooms, we have beautiful classrooms. So, and it is very informal. They sit on the ground, and every time, whenever I go, there is a different orientation. Sometimes they sit there, sometimes they sit there. I mean, it is kind of up to them how they are going to sit. Next. That is why we did not buy any desks. We have set up a laboratory for class 9 and 11, 12. Those who have taken science, so they go for the laboratory experiments. Next page. We this time we took examinations in different way. So discussion through PowerPoint exhibition, and children enjoyed. So what we realized finally, that when they enjoy, they really learn more. Next please. Next. Yes, as I already mentioned that they do their own thing, cleaning, dormitory, clothing, washing clothes, gardening. Gardening, most of the things are done by other people, but they're also involved in that. Yes. We have a very beautiful campus. So computer skill, you can see the tiny tots are also into it. So we have 2 computer labs. So they use it very frequently. Next, please. We have 8 types of games: kabaddi, kho-kho, karate, basketball, football, malkham, skateboarding, and football. So everyone has taken at least 2 activities. They're enjoying a lot. They're learning also. Next, please. Our children are actually naturally they are good in sports. They have very good stamina. Stamina level is quite good. So our football team, especially girls team, are very good. So in a tournament which is done in Baroda, so they were they were champion, and they went to Goa, and there they won runner. So they are very happy. We are also very happy. We have a very good football coach now. She is one of our hostel mothers also. She is a national player, Mohima. I think she's also there in the group. Next, please. Yes, we have parent-teacher meeting as well. One more thing I need to mention to all of you. We don't want to uproot them. Whatever facilities we can give them, we give them. We don't want to uproot them. Definitely there is a huge difference from wherever they have come and the way they stay here. But at the end of the day, we don't want them to be disconnected with their parents. So every Sunday, either parents come if they can afford, otherwise they call, and we appreciate that. And this is the result day, just before some winter vacation, Diwali vacation, all parents were invited, and we invite them on and off. We invite them for different programs. Next. Yeah, there are many guests who come to Pathshala and talk to them. Anindita is there, I think, in the audience. And there are many people. The guests come and they talk about different things. Mr. Gera, this last picture, he is an IAS officer. So he came and he spoke about attitudes. There was one lady who came when they were doing their project on animals. So they came and they spoke about animals' emotion. And Preeti came. Preeti spoke about our own emotions. And Chirag came. Chirag spoke about different birds in and around Baroda. So we call different guests to talk about any issues there. Next, please. That has become a regular thing for teacher development program. We already did on professionalism and working culture, work culture. We do workshop on project-based learning as well. So different topics we take up for teachers. Next, please. That's a very good thing what we started this year with the leadership of one of our hostel mothers, Mubina. Mubina and a few students go to the village, Lasundra village, where we stay. So there are many children in the village, those who they are enrolled in school, but they are not much welcomed in the school because they are from the backward class. And as usual, there is a discrimination in the village. So we try to, once we went there to do our street play. So then we observed there and then we asked the children and they were very much excited to go. So they go there and they teach those children. So let us see, eventually we may do it. I mean, we can prepare these children for if they want to come to Pathshala later on. So we can take them later on. Next, please. Sports Day. This year's Sports Day, it's absolutely different from any other school. I can vouch for that. So they were all team games. There was no single winner and no single loser. All of them were winners and all of them did get prizes, gifts. And all the games were teams. So we put them in different teams and we had balloon race, we had pyramid. So no first, no second, no third, no medal, no nothing of that sort. Everyone was a winner, and I can say that everybody enjoyed. So it was kind of collaboration, no competition, only collaboration. So our theme was, our tagline was, the day we stop racing is the day we win the race. So accordingly, we did our Sports Day. So we have a small organic farm where we, I mean, you can see dhania, tomato, cauliflower. So even spinach is also there. Right now, most of the field is filled up with spinach. Next, please. Outdoor trips we have because of our project-based learning. So we have regularly children go for outdoor trips. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah, can you please play that? I don't know whether it will work or not. Could you please try? They went to a zoo in Kankaria, Ahmedabad, and after that, whatever they have realized, they just spoke. It is really good. Yeah.
मुझे ये चीज़ अच्छा नहीं लगा जो जल की तरह लग रहा था और जो गुफा था उनके लिए बहुत छोटा था, भाग के लिए सीख के लिए उनको ना आज़ादी चाहिए थी, जैसे अंदर भी ज़्यादा खुली जगह होना चाहिए, पर तन नहीं कंकड़िया तालाब में गए थे तो मुझे मतलब जो अच्छा लगा कि पक्षी थे, अच्छा देखने को मिला, अच्छा फील हुआ, पर ये चीज़ बहुत बुरी भी लगी, उनको बांध के रखा था और हाथी की जगह में हाथी जहाँ रहती थी वहाँ पानी नहीं था, ये नहीं होना चाहिए था, ये गलत है।
मैम उन जो सीईओ और सब थे ना उन लोग के लिए जगह थोड़ी बड़ी होनी चाहिए थी और उन लोग के लिए पेड़ और ये सब होना चाहिए था, गुफा बड़ी भी होनी चाहिए थी, इसलिए वो पिंजरा है ना एकदम छोटा था, इसलिए वो शेर भी है ना अंदर रो रहा था, हाथ में बंद रखा था ना, तो उनको ऐसा नहीं रखना चाहिए और खुले जगह में रखना चाहिए था उनको।
मतलब मुझे जो पिंजरा देख के लगा कि उन लोगों को ऐसे जू में नहीं रखना चाहिए, उनको मतलब खुले जंगल में आज़ादी से जीना देना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर हमको कहीं देखना है, अगर जानना है तो आज तक मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ गई है, हम इंटरनेट से उनके बारे में मतलब उनको देख भी सकते हैं, इंटरनेट से उनके बारे में मतलब पूरी इन्फॉर्मेशन भी ले सकते हैं।
मैं ये सोचा कि मतलब कि काकरिया तालाब में हम जब गए थे, मैं सोचा कि उनके लिए एक बड़ा जंगल होना चाहिए और हमको पिंजरा में होना चाहिए तो ठीक रहेगा, बेस्ट।
हम वहाँ पे गए थे ना, जो में गए थे ना, तो वहाँ पे हमने देखा था हाथी था ना, तो खाना तो खा रहा था लेकिन उसको पानी नहीं मिल रहा था, तो मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा।
मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लगा, वहाँ पे जो शेर होता है ना, वो शेर होता है और उसको मतलब पिंजरे में बंद कर देते तो वो अपनी जो ताकत होती है ना वो बता नहीं पाता, क्योंकि उसके साथ बहुत सारी चेनें बांधी होती है, इसलिए।
हम काकड़े गए थे, वहाँ पे जो प्राणियों पक्षियों थे उन्हें वो जहाँ पे रह रहे थे उन्हें जहाँ पे रहना पसंद है वहीं पे रखना चाहिए था, क्योंकि उन्हें ज़्यादातर पिंजरे में नहीं पसंद आता। तो उन्हें ज़्यादातर उनके जहाँ घर है, उनका जो फैमिली है, जो परिवार है उनका, उनके साथ रखना चाहिए। वो जो झुंड में रहते हैं उन्हें तो अकेले रहने में कोई फिर अच्छा नहीं लगता।
ना जू में गए थे ना, तो जो सांप थे ना उनको ना मतलब ऐसी जगह पे नहीं रखना चाहिए। उनका मतलब पहले जैसा जगह एकदम खुला आसमान दिखे वैसा मतलब खुला होना चाहिए उनके लिए। तो वो जो उन लोगों को कांच के अंदर पैक किया हुआ था वो अच्छा नहीं लगा।
हम लोग जो है ना जू में गए थे ना, तो है ना वहाँ पर है ना एक शेर था ना बूढ़ा, तो है ना वो बूढ़ा हो गया था, उसकी है ना उम्र हो गई थी। तो है ना उसकी पत्नी थी ना, वो है ना मर गई थी, है ना उसके 2 बच्चे थे ना, उनको अलग रखते, इसीलिए ना वो अकेले रहता था ना, इसीलिए वो ना दुखी रहता था हमेशा।
जू में गए थे ना, तो जू में हम लोग जब सिंह को देखने गए तो हमको थोड़ा देख के उसको ऐसे लगा कि वो रो रहा है। एक्चुअली मेरे को ऐसे लगा कि उनका जिंदगी भी मनुष्य के जैसा ही होता है, उनका जिंदगी। तब वो दोनों पति पत्नी को एक साथ रहने दिए थे, क्योंकि झगड़ा करेंगे बोल के। फिर एक्स्ट्रा रखे थे वो लोग, थोड़ा उनका उम्र भी हो गया था तो बूढ़े हो गए थे। और जो उसका जो पत्नी था ना, तो उसको और एक उसका जो पति था वो बीमार हो गया था, तो उसको देखने के लिए वो लोग रो भी रहे थे। उनकी आंखों में पानी जैसा दिख रहा था।
So that was their experience, and we are really touched by that. So we believe in green environment. We have a solar cooker, solar heater, we have a rainwater harvesting system, and STP, sewage treatment plant. And we don't waste a single drop of water. So this treated water is used for our garden. Next, please. So as I already mentioned about this health, there is an impact. So all the children are now they have this proper hemoglobin. Hygiene is improved, but there are certain more things needs to be improved. We take up different things, 2 surgeries, 2 major surgeries, which is again done by Dr. Uma Kapadia's friend. Next, please. So these are the impacts. Next, please. Yeah, health. Already mentioned. Next, please. Education. One boy is doing his diploma in mechanical engineering. He is in final year now. Nani has done diploma nursing. She actually today she has joined in Ahmedabad. And these other girls, they are appearing for 12th in 2023. After that, they will go for different areas. Next, please. Project-based learning, as I already mentioned, it is they are really learning in that. Behavior, yes, there is still more to do, but yes, there is an improvement. I can definitely vouch for that. Some children are listening. I don't know whether they will be understanding or not, but yeah, there is an improvement, but there is still, they will have to do a lot. Yes. Slangs they generally don't use here inside, and they have become honest. Even if they do something wrong, they admit. Sometimes they come to me, sometimes they write. So writing that too in English, because I don't understand Gujarati well, so they write in English transliteration kind of thing. Madam, मैं sorry हूँ, मैं आई हूँ ऐसे करके. So very sweet. Next. Yeah. So attitude, we always tell them, as I mentioned earlier also, see, we always tell them the attitude is everything. Even if you are good in studies, even if you are good in sports, we gave them Ronaldo's example, this football World Cup. So we tell them attitude is the most important thing. So you need to improve your attitude, how to improve. So we talk a lot about all these things, and there are certain things they have definitely, they are improved. I mean, their attitude is better now, but yes, as I told, some more things to be done. They have become proactive. They have started taking responsibilities. True, very true. Next. Yeah, challenges. We have challenges. One is as far as admin is concerned, grants, and most of them are from traumatic backgrounds. So it is very difficult for them to forget everything, and the way we want, the way society wants to behave in certain ways. It is really difficult. What I realized of late, that the way I've been brought up and the way they have been brought up till they were at their place, there is a huge difference. So very small things, what I expect, what I think that it is so easy to inculcate, it is not easy for them. So it is something very new for them. So I think we have to, even hostel mothers are also listening. So I think we have to be more patient, and we have to see their situation and from where they have come, and accordingly we have to act. But sometimes it pinches us. Definitely it pains sometimes when they have some different kinds of behavior. We do we do a lot. We do our maximum what we can do. We do our 100%. But we realize that sometimes we have to change our. I don't know how to change and how to do that, but still we are experimenting. Next, please. Now, what we need more exposures. Some more people should come here and talk to the children, and skill-oriented course which will help them to earn. That we'll have to do. Next, please. So there is one more video. If time is not there, then you may not. Whatever Pathshala mein aake kya sikha. So if you can skip it, whoever.
Please, so inspiring in detail. It's not audible.
Mm. You must skip it.
रहना और क्लीन करवाना सीखा।
मैं यहाँ आई, मैं सबसे पहले लीडर बनी और कैसे लीड करना होता है वो मैंने सीखा।
पढ़ाई करना सीखा और मुझे डांस करना बहुत पसंद है। मैंने डांस करना भी मैंने
डांस करना एकदम मतलब सबके साथ मिलके रहना, सबके साथ अच्छे से बात करना, डिसिप्लिन, मैंने ये सब मतलब बहुत मैंने एक्टिविटीज करना सीखा है और पढ़ाई कैसे करते हैं और सबके साथ मिलजुल कर रहना सीखा है। और मैंने डांस सीखा है जो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, भवाई ड्रामा वो सब मुझे
पढ़ना सीखा और एक साथ मिलजुल कर रहना।
पहले डिसिप्लिन सीखा, डिसिप्लिन के बाद फुटबॉल खेलना सीखा, उसके बाद मैंने सच्चाई के रास्ते पे चलना
सीखी, सच बोलना सीखी, अच्छे इंसान बनना सीखी, खुद का सपना पूरा करना, खुद का सपना पूरा करना सीखा,
खेलना सीखा, पढ़ना सीखा, लिखना सीखा, बहुत कुछ सीखा, काम करना सीखा, काम करना भी नहीं आता था वो भी सीखा अच्छी तरह से, किचन में कैसा खाना बनाते वो भी सीखा,
सबके साथ मिलजुल कर रहना सीखा जो मुझ में था ही नहीं।
Times of India. So accolades make us feel more responsible. Next, please. Media. Media is always with us. Times of India, then other Gujarati media. Next, please. Yeah. All said and done, you just saw the video. I must say that 3 children from the video, they were so, apparently they were very happy. They did a lot. One child, Shalu, she was a very good singer. She was a very good dancer. She used to play football very well. But finally, one day she decided that she wouldn't stay in the hostel. She would go back. They are from Footpath. Still they went back. Don't know how they are, but they have gone from the hostel. So that also happens and pains us a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much for patient listening.
Thank you so much, Max. I'd like to invite our founder, Mrs. Srotoshwini Trust, to continue the session for now. Ma'am, you're not audible. Just a second.
Namaste,
Yes.
Dr. Juin, you are an inspiration. So before I get into that, I would now like to request the audience to take a 30-second to answer a poll for us. The purpose of this poll is to help us understand you a little better so that we can better curate the topics that we bring to you. You can also let us know in the chat box how you found out about Vishwa Talks. If you are a Vishwa Talks subscriber, heard about it through friends or family, or found out about the event on the social media, please let us know. We would like to also tell you that in today's world where communication is restricted, we are unable to place in ads for Vishwa Talks. So each of you, when you get your invites, please share it to at least 10 of your friends and family. Yeah. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to everybody who's joined us today for your presence and interactive contributions. I extend my gratitude to our respected speaker, Dr. Juin Dutta, for taking this time to grace the event. Ma'am, you've been a great inspiration. I wouldn't even dare start a school because it is the lives of very young students. What was your inspiration? You're not audible. You're not audible.
Yeah. So nowadays, when I meet my school friends, this is an interesting thing. So they tell me that we knew that you are going to do this. I mean, you will not do something. So I know maybe it was there in my mind when I was a child, but for me, it is kind of my friends and my family's support. Friend, I don't know whether Maushumi, Rina, Dipali, they're here. So when we started Srotoshwini Trust, it was a kind of only cultural group. So we used to go to different places and perform. We are basically from performing art group, performing art background. So, but once, I mean, after some years, then we realized that this is not the only thing we should do. We should do something which will satisfy us. So that time I used to work in a school. So my very good friend Maushumi, she was after me that you says all these things and you are not starting anything. So I said, okay, then let me leave my job and then we start. So once one fine day, I decided that I would leave the job. And then I definitely asked my family members. They said, no, if you don't have any problem, then we don't have any problem. Okay, so though I left my job in 13 and then immediately started along with the friends. Maushumi, Rina, Arpita, Dipali, and then after that, many people joined. So it was kind of, and then after starting this, then I realized that this is my place. So maybe somewhere it is, and my parents' influence also. My father was a trade union leader, so he used to be with the people and used to do a lot for the people. So all these things together.
Ma'am, after how many years was land donated to you and how much was it?
Land.
After how many years after you started Pathshala?
We started Pathshala in 2013 and land was donated to us in 2016 by a philanthropist. That time we didn't have a single, just ₹1 lakh was there.
Is it half an acre or an acre? How big is the land?
We bought it. Actually, it was an agricultural land. It is inside the village. So we bought it from a farmer and we did the NA part, non-agricultural. There is a regulation. So it is a huge thing. Without knowing Gujarati, without knowing the work, we did it without paying a single rupee bribe. That is also very important. So we did it and then the hostel. And you know, I would like to mention one company, GetCo, the Gujarat Energy Transmission Company. They're based in Baroda. So this is sister concern of Gujarat Electricity Board, GEB. So what happened once their MD, Ms. Shamina Hussain, ma'am, I will always remember her. I think she must have seen us teaching on the footpath. So she found it very interesting and she called us and then said, what is it? Then I explained. Then she said, okay, if you have any plan in future, and just let me know. So then they were the first company who donated us for the building. So before that, nobody used to listen to us. I don't know what they used to think, but it was not very easy. Anyway, so they donated us for the They were the pioneer in donation.
Oh,
So they started.
Was it not difficult to go out and ask people?
Yeah, it was still difficult. But nowadays, what we think that we are not asking for money for ourselves. It is for the children. So cool.
How many children do you have?
Right now, we have 95 as of now. It keeps on changing.
My God.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
we have
courage you have. And do you, and the family must be putting you under pressure saying, why are you spending so much money every month without any income?
No, not at all. Not at they both of them are. I mean, I have only one daughter and husband. So they are also part of it. Part of it means they help us a lot. They're always with us.
Are there times when you feel, oh, I don't know where the next month's money will come?
Yes. Next month means next year. Oh, it is the time. We have to work a lot. All the trustees, we all of us, Dr. Uma, Moshami, all of us together. So it's fun, taking up challenges and yeah. But when they go from the hostel, when they leave hostel without any reason, I mean reason from our side, then it is really painful. It's really, really painful because we love them as we love our own children. So it is really painful.
I'll talk a little bit about Vishwa, and then at 12 we will close the session. For those of you who have question and answers after that, the question and answer session will continue. So what is Vishwa? I'd like to share a little bit about what we do at Vishwa, our mission and how we can contribute. See, Vishwa is an online platform for everyday change makers like Dr. Juin. And so these social champions, it's a crowdsourcing platform for such people. It is aimed at helping anyone find the support that they need in their efforts to fulfill their dreams and aspirations for themselves and for others. And in the process, make this world a better place. In addition to thought-provoking talks, such as the one hosted today, we also want to extend the curiosity of exploration to our youth and young ones as well. We have launched 2 new segments of Vishwa Talks, namely Vishwa Talks Youth and Vishwa Talks Junior, to facilitate learning and important conversations in the bright minds of this new generation. We are looking at psychologists and eminent experts who can come and do workshops with these young students. So if there are any, please volunteer. So in addition to this, we all have something called Wish Meals, where in Diwali and Ugadi time, the New Year time, we take materials and we give it to the needy and the underprivileged. Imagine living in an economy where sharing is truly caring, and whatever you didn't need, whether it is books, electronics, furniture, etc., could easily be listed, picked up by the members of these communities who need them. Vishwa Materials is a crowdsourcing platform designed to distribute materials in your local communities. All you have to do is list your unused or gently used materials on vishwa.org or call us and we will pick it up. Right now, the picking up service is there in Hyderabad. You'll be grateful to declutter your home of things that you no longer need, as well as give them to someone who needs them more. The idea that is nothing goes to waste and there is something for everyone. It is a crowdsourcing platform for local communities to list and exchange items all for free. We want the idea of using used items. When we were young, we used our elder sisters, or my children use their elder brothers' clothes. But we've noticed that of late, it has become taboo to use a second-hand material, whether it is a dining table, whether it is a shoe. So we want to remove this kind of inhibition. Okay, we don't want to do this out of the community. So we do have some fundraisers which have been successful, where Srujana, a principal of a school, had come forward and requested, because this girl had cerebral palsy and she was walking 11 kilometers every day to school. So he raised a crowdsourcing, a fundraiser at Vishwa, and some donors. So we also have some more fundraisers. One is for a young girl called Yashita. whose father had passed away at the corona time, and the mother's meager income does not allow her to pay for the fees, and she's in grade 6 SRG school Nagar in Hyderabad. Feel free to adopt the child's education. We also have Ashraya Foundation. It is in Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh, where, in these days, all of us have family members or somebody we know who has a child who's disabled or alternatively abled. So these, and we know how much pain these family members go through. But this school has come forward and they take on such students, accommodate them, and they train them into vocational training and make them independent. We also have Bal Vikas Education Society for Disabled Children, where in Hyderabad, they take on these students. Surveys show that 2 out of every 100 children in India suffer from some form of mental disability. For 14 years, Bal Vikas Education Society has been helping children with intellectual disabilities by providing them the education they need. The fundraiser on Vishwa is intended to help them to pay the salaries. So if there's anybody who wants to adopt one salary, pay 10,000 every month for a year, it would be useful. Similarly, you can also pick up, say I'll pay food, 1 meal a month. That would also be useful. We also have a network of Telangana people with HIV and AIDS. So statistics show that nearly all the children that have HIV AIDS were born with it. And state has 2,300 children living with HIV. The lack of general awareness about HIV that has forced these children with HIV into the worst form of child labor just to support themselves. To give back these children their childhood that they have lost, network of Telangana people living with HIV has been providing nutritious food to around 200 such children every month. They're looking for your help. Each of these packages not more than 1,800 rupees, and it helps this child for an entire month. Then I would like to talk about the upcoming talks. We have Dr. Praveen Clement. He is runs an NGO which is Marrow Donor Registry India. His designation is a transplant coordinator. The topic name is What is Stem Cell Donation and How Effective is it? All of us in India, the kind of organ donations we do, or if there's someone who needs, we need to develop a culture of donating, and stem cell donation is doable, and it can save thousands and lakhs of lives. So learning how you can help cure blood cancer patients and save lives through stem cell donation is something that will be discussed on 4th February, 11 a.m. Lastly, please take a moment to subscribe to Vishwa Talks to get alerts on every new and exciting topic, exclusive events, and have access to this Vishwa community. And we request you to also share it with your family and friends so that the inspiration stories that we are coming out with can be shared with everybody around you. And when we see media today, it's very depressing. I don't even want to see the newspaper or news. But here is Vishwa, which is coming out with very inspiring talks. And we would like you to ensure that as many children around you and as many young adults around you and people who you think would be inspired such topics, you please share our link with them. Thank you so much. With this, we will start the question and answer session. There is one question from Mr. Debishri Dattagupta. Your experiment with collaboration and no competition is a great attempt at redefining success. How would the kids cope with the wider world that thrives on competition?
Yeah. So, yeah, should I?
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
So yes, we definitely thought about that. I will tell you a little more about the story, why we have this. We generally used to do different types of competitions, you also know, Devishri. So there was a comment in the comment section that we asked for votes from the viewers, Facebook users. So once one of my friends, and she's a junior, 1 year junior to me in school. So she said, no competition, only collaboration. So that somehow I started thinking about that. Then I discussed it with the students. There was a debate. Competition is necessary for us. So that was the debate. Now the children, those who spoke for it, and there were some, those who spoke against it. Now the reasoning, what the children who were against it, nobody could object to that. Means nobody could cut that reasoning. We discussed a lot, all the teachers, and definitely that was one of the reasons for those who spoke for it. How would they survive once they go out? Now, when we compete with others, actually competing with others is something I feel is very stupid. Why? Because I do not know what you are doing. I will do it at my pace, and then I get good marks, I get better marks than you, that's okay. But if I think that I will do better than Devashri, then how would I go about that? Because I do not know what you are doing. I do not know your intellect. I do not know your intelligence. So finally, it is competition with yourself. So definitely there. You will have to be better day by day. So that is not discouraged. The discouraged, what we have started discouraging is not competing with others. We have house system, you know. So houses are not competing with other houses. They are competing with each other. Each other means with their own self. So today I am getting 50 out of 100. Tomorrow I should get 60. I should be better human being. I should be better in speaking. I should be better in sports if I want to. My timing for 100 meters will be better than today. So that is how we are trying to do. And one more thing, this is an impressionable age, the children. Actually, they do not have that competitive mind. Actually, they do not have. So why should we inculcate that particular thing? And finally, if they are into competition, finally, it will be always thinking about taking revenge. Okay, today you are first, tomorrow I will have to be first. So first doesn't mean getting better marks. First means I will get better than you, which is, according to us, is a little stupid. So that is why we stopped it. They will be able to, once they are mature enough, they will be able to face the world, definitely.
Trishant, would you like to share your workshop experience this kite festival and the Rangoli?
Yeah. So we conducted an event on 11th of January in 2 schools in Hyderabad. And I had a similar approach to yours. I didn't want the kids to compete. So we organized a sort of a workshop. We got materials for the kids and asked them to make kites and do rangolis. So we got materials for each and every student. And then when the event started, all the kids kind of formed their own groups and started working together instead of, individually doing it. So I was very happy to see that. And when one student would learn a particular process of making the kite, they themselves would start teaching their friends and kids around them. So it made our work also much more easier. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was really fun, and I really do understand how competitions can take an ugly turn, especially for a very young mind. It fills you up with a motive to take revenge or something like that in the future, like you would want to be better than somebody else. And that is something one should frown upon. You'd rather be better than yourself every day than being better than somebody else. So, yeah, I really incline with the ideology you have as well. That was really nice that you mentioned. Ma'am, I had a question.
Just one second.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So so then what happened in this school was all the school students came together and they did Rangoli together. So the teachers were very happy that a lot of teamwork happened, a lot of collaboration happened.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Instead of, one-upmanship, each one helped each other. And the kind of Rangolis that they have done, I was amazed. For young I would like to conclude the session is complete. And for those of you who would like to continue, yes, you can continue with your question and answer session. Thank you so much, all the participants. Thank you to the speakers and sacrificed, I'm sure, a lot to make this happen, and who had the courage and the inspiration to do something so beautiful, and each and every person contributed to Pathshala so much. Yes, this Trisha, you can continue. Yes.
Thank you.
So finally, happiness matters, right?
Yes.
So at the age of, now I'm 56, so at the age of 56, I realized finally happiness matters. So why don't we inculcate that habit right from the beginning? Nobody told us when we were in school that happiness matters, but finally it does matter, and it matters actually. So if I get 50 out of 100, and if someone gets 40 out of 100, the 41 is much happier than me, then she or he is more successful than me. Future.
We have a question from Bhaskar Datta. The question is, you face uncertainties almost every day, which may give rise to anxiety. How do you ensure that this doesn't percolate to the children?
But it does. It does. I won't say that it doesn't. It definitely does. Anxiety as far as monetary part is concerned, that is not much as, I would say sometimes children's behavior. And I will tell you very frankly, in just a few days back, we got to know one child consumed gutka, right? And right from the morning, we asked them, from where have you got this? Because generally they don't go out. Even if they go out, they are with the teachers. So I got to know one of the employees brought it for them. So it becomes, that anxiety is, which is not very positive. Challenges are something, anxiety is something. Anxiety definitely percolates. So the entire day I was very disturbed. I asked them, why have you done? Because they had this habit beforehand, before coming to Pathshala. And again, how could you do that? So does it mean that we are, we are not able to handle you? It's our failure. I told them that means it's our failure. That still, after staying here for 3 years, then still you are looking for that. So anyway, so these things definitely are part of, not very good. Otherwise, challenges are there. That is, I always tell them. Now we have started telling them that how much cost is involved in different things, different activities, how much cost is involved in electricity, so that they are more conscious. They are doing it. I won't say they have become perfect, but we are also not perfect. But yes, these are anxieties, and I think this will be there. And many children are entering their teenage. So that will be there. We'll have to do that. And children help us a lot. And children have the voices. Those who are listening to me now, so they would also tell you. Children have their voices. They can say, and yeah, finally what happened? Finally, that man is out of his job. But those children are here. So two children came to me saying, one is student council president, Jyoti, and Rani. Both of them came to me. They said that, ma'am, you have asked him to leave, but what about the children? They are not very small. I said they are below 18, and the person, he's an adult. He did it, and it is definitely his fault. Definitely it is their fault as well. But when it comes to giving punishment, so he will be more, we'll have to punish the person who is an adult. So it goes on, in different areas. Yes.
There's a question, how from Kajal, how you handle legal issues of children at Pathshala?
Legal issues, yeah. Sometimes back somebody asked me. So what I answered that if it is my daughter, if there is an illegal issue about her or against her or whatever for her, so the way we handle it, the same way we handle with the children, same thing. We are already we have one legal case one child was molested, and we did it. I mean, we fought for that, and we got it. We got good result, and one more issue is going on. Hopefully, I mean, we are fighting. We are not going to leave that. So yes, it is also there. So we're taking the responsibility. Taking responsibility means taking entire responsibility. It's not only food and lodge. It's everything, the entire life. Yes.
And I would like to say one, Mr. Prasad has said very inspiring, one of the best Vishwa talks that we've seen.
Thank
Then there is a question from Himanju Sagi. Hi team, I'm from Kompally, Hyderabad. I'm Masters in Education and Masters in Psychology. I would like to collaborate with you. Okay. There's one question from Bhaskar Dattagupta. What do the children pray for?
Yes.
Initially wrote that, as you said, you are not religious. So what do the children kind of inculcate, or what do they pray for? Is what the question?
Yeah. Our prayer is, which doesn't talk about any religion, particular religion. That is one. That is those are the prayer songs we choose. Well,
What do the
now
children?
we pray. Yes, we pray for especially during this one. We take oath every day. So the oath is हम झूठ नहीं. I think you understand Hindi. So हम हमेशा सच बोलेंगे, साफ सुथरा रहेंगे, 1001 पेड़ लगाएंगे एक साल में, 2 पेड़ लगाए हैं उनका ध्यान रखेंगे, देन खाना प्यार से खाएंगे, अपना बाथरूम टॉयलेट साफ रखेंगे, which is an issue here. Then very basic, very basic but very practical, which are doable. Then सबके साथ अच्छे बात करेंगे. Then all these things, these types of things. और खाना प्यार से खाएंगे, पानी पिएंगे, because पानी पीना is a problem here. I don't know why, but anyway, तो पानी कम पीते हैं, then they go to the doctor. We'll have to go to the doctor. So खाना खाएंगे, ठीक से खाना खाएंगे, पानी पिएंगे, साफ सुथरा, ये तो already I have mentioned. So all these things, these are the basic and which is related to life. Nothing very big. So these are we pray for. And one more thing, during lunch and dinner, especially dinner, they pray for जिसको घर नहीं मिलता उसको घर मिल जाए, जिसको पढ़ाई करने का मौका नहीं मिलता उसको पढ़ाई करने का मौका मिल जाए, सारे बच्चे अच्छे इंसान बन जाए. So these are the things they pray.
So there's one message.
One more thing. Sorry, one more thing. If somebody is sick, so they pray that yes, ठीक जल्दी से ठीक हो जाए. कि 2 बच्चे का हमारे यहाँ पे एक टीचर और एक बच्चे का स्किन का प्रॉब्लम काफी दिन से चल रहा है. So every day they say उनका स्किन, हाथ का स्किन जल्दी से ठीक हो जाए. So these are the things we pray for. We all of us. Yes.
One message from Ms. Sabita Shetty. Madam, it shows that you genuinely care for these kids. You're such an inspiration.
Thank you.
And there is one message from Mr. Om Prakash Asava. We can start Hunger Mitao in large-scale collaboration with you. Om Prakash Asava from Hyderabad.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we can talk about that.
Yeah, I think we've covered pretty much all the questions. If anybody has, please raise. Otherwise, we will soon close the session. Yes, Trishant.
Ma'am, could you speak? Yes, it was a pleasure.
Good to say that you think. Yes, good to say that you think differently. Very good. Yeah. Yes.
Thinking differently, but also very similarly in a way. Like the ideologies still match. I've picked up a lot of values and things in life at a young age from individuals like yourself. And I'm very glad that I get to connect with you again after so long. And ma'am, I'd like to. So we didn't cover one part. So it's basically Churni, CHURRNI. I don't know how you go about pronouncing it. An initiative that you started. Churni, yes.
Okay. So yes, we have 2 other endeavors. One is Pathshala, school and hostel. Another is Path Bhavan, which is done by Moshumi. As I mentioned about Moshumi. So she takes care of Path Bhavan, where children from a slum area, they come and study. They don't stay there. They come and study and they do different activities. So there also we have 50 children. And Churni is for the underprivileged women. Actually, we started Churni in 2015 with the mothers, with a few mothers of our children, Pathshala and Padbhavan. So it was kind of, we started very casually, but now it has, there is a shape to it. We have, they stitch different types of cloth items, and we sell it to the people. We have an outlet in Baroda. During pandemic, it was very bad. It was not at all good, but now it is picking up. And there are almost 20 ladies, and we have a few girls from our hostel. Those they are also part of Churni. We have another thing, Mendak Churni. Mendak is one of the startups, which is done by one of our hostel mothers, Anisha. She is also our creative head. So she does all this jewelry. So she teaches these children, and she sells it, and definitely money goes to them. So different ways we are trying to make them independent. And definitely, once they are, one more thing, a very important thing, in Pathshala, the policy is they will not go from Pathshala. They will not leave Pathshala as long as they are dependent. So once they become independent, they will leave Pathshala. Independent means once they start earning, where they can lead their own life, then only they will leave Pathshala. Otherwise, no. They are here.
Srotoshwini ma'am.
There's a message from Eileen Harai to being a tiny speck of Pathshala. I would like to call out loudly that Pathshala is a place of love and honesty. Best wishes always.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's one question. Mr. Om Prakash has raised his hands. Can you please unmute yourself and go ahead? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
This is one of my immediate cousin brother. He's into Hunger Mitao. He's the founder of Hunger Mitao, Dallas. And what he's doing, more than 3 crore people he has provided meals, because in other US also there is a people who are not able to eat the food. It's a very there are so many other countries also people are not able to eat the food. So that Hunger Mitao is and Anupam here is the brand ambassador they have appointed. How they raise the money from the people. They a lot of people are coming forward to support funds, and then they have tied up with the state government in Rajasthan, and in India, Rajasthan and other state also. So what I suggest you all, we can also come forward and understand the concept and then do in a big way, because here also there are many organizations they are providing, if I'm not wrong, but we can also do some initiative and then start, and then we can approach our Amitabh Bachchan also. He can become a Hunger Mitao brand ambassador for. Then we can do in a big event. When Amitabh Bachchan comes, then every corporate they can come and then raise what you are doing. Yes, we are for this cause. We want some support from your in financial matter and other area also. Thank you.
So we've been giving food every Friday at the Nizam's hospital, and we noticed that there are a lot of patients from very underprivileged backgrounds, who come to stay with the patient for 15 days, 2 months, 3 months, and they don't even have 5 rupees to buy a meal. And it's not too expensive. If we keep aside 2,000-3,000, we're able to feed anywhere between 70 to 100 people in a meal. So it'll be great, each of us, on somebody's birthday, on somebody's anniversary, just donate 2,000-3,000 so that 70 to 100 people can actually have food. Yeah, sure. We will collaborate. Any further questions, or can we close the session? Thank you so much. It has been a wonderful meet, a wonderful interactive session, and to see so many people.
There's one person. There's
Yes.
one person who wants to ask.
Yes, Ms. Devashri Dutta, please.
Devashri Dutta, please. Yeah.
Please unmute us.
Yeah, I've been, I just wanted to add a few things. I have been with, seen Jui's journey right from the time she had a dream till her dream materialized. I would say it's a grit and determination. And of course, the support of like-minded people around her and the people of Gujarat who helped her. And now through word of mouth, it is spread and it's growing. We don't really need any big name for, if you have the intention. And for Jui, I want to say that I feel that for her, she's one of the persons, she can do the impossible. She can make the impossible possible. So we are with her.
Fantastic.
So the point is, the first person with whom I shared my wish is Devashri. I still remember standing in the balcony in 2000. But it took 13 years to start something. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devashri.
Thank you so
Zishan,
much.
you might be knowing Devashri. Devashri ma'am was there in New Year. I don't know whether either you were very small at that time.
I was also there for a very brief period in New Era, so I didn't connect with her at that moment. But I surely will when I'm in Baroda next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vishwa and Shivani. Nice talking to you. Whenever you have, any opportunity to come to Baroda, please visit us. I already told Srishan. So you will love the place. I am sure.
I will visit Pathshala as soon as I can. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'd like to close the meet here. Ma'am, I'll be joining you in the breakout instead.
Yeah. Thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
For attending Vishwa Talks, please remember to subscribe, like, and also follow our social media pages. Also, please do follow Hamari Pathshala Instagram channel. Follow them on Facebook. Follow them on all the social media platforms you see. Thank you so much.
Good luck. How do we leave?
There's a leave at the right side corner.
Okay. Now.
Trishan, breakout room. Yeah.
Okay, fine.